All right, what is up, everybody? Hey, it has been a nice week off from doing the channel, but I missed it. And with my first video back, we're going with the Raiders. We're going to talk some Las Vegas Raiders football. They got some good news and they got some bad news. Entering into training camp here. It is football season, ladies and gentlemen. It might not feel like it. It is still the middle of July. We're tearing toward late July. All right, but it is still the middle of July. But training camp is opening up pretty soon. ESPN, NFL Network, all your favorite channels are going to have that beautiful silver and black. They're going to show the practice. They're going to show quick highlights of your players at practice, highlights from last year, and you're going to start getting that itch. You're going to start getting that feeling of like, I can't wait till football's back. But anyways, hey, we're not Raiders fans. We're Detroit Lions fans, all right? But we started this channel for teams that the national media seems to kind of ignore. The Raiders have somehow fallen into that category while always being the belle of the ball almost type for that thing. But we have a lot of relationship with the Raiders, the silver and black, and the Pistons, believe it or not. And there was the Detroit Pistons. There's all this connect, the bad boys. Really cool. So it's always been a team that's on our radar. So if you want a non-biased look at what's going on, that's what we're going to do. All right, I'm going to start with the bad news. So if you don't like bad news, fast forward to 4 minutes into this video so you can get the good news. All right, but the bad news is right here, and it's on Christian Wilkins. We all knew that this was coming, but they have placed Christian Wilkins on the physically unable to perform list. Now, I will say this is not as bad, but when you listen to the quotes, it gets worse again. This is not as bad because they put him on the active PUP. All right? Not the other one. So if you get on the active physically unable to perform list, what that means is that your team can take you off the PUP at any point during training camp. At any point. And then you have to make the decision leading into the season if you're going to be on the PUP that will require you to miss the first 4 games. I was just doing a video on this for our Detroit Lions. We have another channel, Sports Talk Detroit, and it was Levi Onwuzurike. He was put on the other PUP list. He will miss the first 4 games of the season. He's not coming back. All right, so that was a bigger blow. Now, Christian Wilkins obviously is at a different level of caliber player, but that's where he's at. All right, Pete Carroll was willing to go talk about it, and here's what he said. He said it has been a difficult recovery. He has done everything he needs to do. He has been in here every single day. He is here early, working hard, but we are still working on it, and he's not ready to get back out. And we are in the midst of a long, challenging process here. Does that sound encouraging? That doesn't sound encouraging to me. He said, so fortunately, there's a lot of time, and we are going to take care of every bit of it. And we have really tried to be diligent about the way we have worked at it and the way we have monitored it, all of that. And he has really been on board the whole time, but it has been challenging. All right, wow. All right, fellow Raiders D tackle commented on Wilkins' absence as well. All right, this is Butler. He said, it's always been next man up mentality. I pray that he heals whatever he's battling. I pray that he gets through it. He's a tough guy. He's a great player. We all go through it. But like I said, it's man up. This next man up, I think is what it was supposed to say. And we're just going to keep working, Butler said. All right, next man up. Next man up. All right. No problem, right? Like, oh my goodness. No problem. Like, let's just have the next man come up. It's not like this is a guy that signed one of the largest D tackle deals, in NFL history. All right, but next man up. Here we go. Let's see who the next man up is going to be. All right, let's just take a look at it. All right, next man up at this point, if Christian Wilkins is hurt, is Butler is the other starter next to him. You have Zach Carter. You have Leaky Fotu. And then you have a couple rookies. Okay? There is no doubt that this will be a big, big void left. When you look at Pete Carroll defenses historically, the defensive tackle hasn't actually been a significantly important role in it. It hasn't. Good edge rushers, but great linebackers, great secondary. Great secondary play. So those are the type of things that I'm actually looking more toward, if I can be completely honest. Kind of excited about it. Kind of excited about what that looks like. So, no, it is not good news. It is not. I think this coaching staff is much more equipped to make the decision and to, how do I want to put it? They're more equipped to deal with the loss than the other one. All right, let's talk about the good news. The good news is right here. Jack Beck has signed his rookie deal. Finally. Thank you, NFL. This was silly. All right, so let's talk about this. Second round picks in the NFL. I don't know if you've heard about this, but second round picks in the NFL, as of like 2 days ago, on the beginning of the day, Thursday, or at least late Wednesday, something like that, only 2 of 32 second-round picks had signed. We were supposed to be done with this stuff when we put in the pay scale, but there's still this argument over how much of a rookie contract should be guaranteed. Now, with this new rookie pay scale that they put in many years ago, and by the way, I had been clamoring for a rookie pay scale forever. As a Detroit Lions fan, it absolutely killed us. We got 3 phenomenal players early in NFL drafts. Phenomenal players. Calvin Johnson, Ndamukong Suh, Matt Stafford. Not a bad trio. The problem is we had to pay them like they were a top 5 player at their position from the time they got into the league. So having that number 1 overall pick or number 2 or number 3, you had to pay those players like they were already great, and they were just rookies. It didn't help right away. I'm telling you right now, the team could have looked very, very different. All right, but anyways, with that being said, I love the way the pay scale is going in the NFL now, but the second rounders had a problem. So first rounders fully guaranteed contract. Second round isn't. And then the Houston Texans went out and they signed Higgins to a fully guaranteed 4-year contract. And then the Browns did the Browns things, and they went out and they signed like Scherzinger, their linebacker, to a fully guaranteed contract. And then the other 30 teams said, we're not doing that. And the players said, but I want fully guaranteed contract. And there was a standoff for like a month. It was nuts. And now as training camp looms, all these rookies that don't actually have money said, okay, we'll sign. And no, Jax is not fully guaranteed. But it's awesome to see that he will be there because, quite frankly, they need him to be there. When you look at the depth chart at wide receiver, they need him there. All right, already on the depth chart at our lads, they have Deontay Thornton ahead of Jack Beck. All right, that's kind of crazy to think about, but there's a lot of rookies in here. We need them at camp. Report, get in. That's all I have to say. All right. Hey, everyone, I'm excited about the year. Can't wait to start watching some preseason games. Watch them, all right? Learn the backups on your team that will absolutely, some of them will have a big impact as the season goes forward. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.